your God power. Get everything you ever wanted and live the life of your dreams. The Master's Course. Copyright 2010 by Richard Lee McKim Jr. All rights reserved. Let the quest for knowing begin. Chapter 9, The Reality of Your Life Experience. Chapter Review. Realities encompass every single aspect of your experience. You create your reality by your God power, which asserts meaning, which then elicits experience and thereby creates and proves your reality. Faith grants belief before you have the proof. Without belief or faith in your meanings first, they will never elicit and provide evidence of their own reality. Faith is vitally important because without it, your reality would remain unchanged. There are many religious examples of expanded realities because faith is the basis of religion. Since religious people already have faith in the unproven, they naturally experience more instances of miracles. You have free will, which then dictates your fate. First, you create meanings and beliefs by your free will, which then cause a certain resulting experience to be elicited from your world, which is your fate. While you are destined to experience the fate that results from your decisions and meanings, you can at any moment assert new meanings and create new beliefs, which will instantly alter your fate in a new direction, good or bad. Fate can be thought of as the eventual and unavoidable future expression of your current meanings, whether it is good or bad. Chapter 9, The Reality of Your Life Experience. Chapter Quiz. Question number 1. Your God power creates your life experience how? A. It creates meanings which elicit certain outcomes. B. It changes meanings which changes your experiences. Or C. It creates meanings which dictate your fate. Or D. All. Of course, it's D. Your God power creates your life experience by creating meanings which elicit certain outcomes. That's the basis of your God power, is to create a meaning, to assert a meaning, and it elicits new experience. It elicits certain experiences, certain outcomes, certain reality. And B, you can use your God power to change meanings, which is what you're going to be doing most of the time, because everything starts out with a meaning. Everything has a meaning or it wouldn't exist. So everything starts out with a meaning. By using your God power, you can change meanings, which changes your experiences. That's the whole idea. You change the meaning of the placebo. You change the meaning of the sugar pill to be a cure, and you got a cure. The karate instructor changed the meaning of sitting on the mat to being between two mountains tethered by chains. He became immovable because he changed the meaning of what he was doing. The real meaning of what he was doing, the actual meaning, was that he was sitting on a floor mat in the middle of a room. But in his mind, he changed the meaning of what he was doing to something that was really huge. and strong and couldn't be budged. And C, it creates meanings which dictate your fate. True. When you use your God power to create meanings, you are creating your fate. Because whatever you assert is your meaning, like for instance on the placebo, you change the meaning of the pill, what happened? Your fate was you were going to get healed. By changing the meaning, you dictated your fate. And by getting healed and living, you now are going to get a chance to spend time with your family, your children, your grandchildren, and all that. Do you see how that meaning created a whole new fate for you? Whereas if you hadn't changed that meaning, you would have died and your fate would have been completely different. So it doesn't just change little fates, it cascades into your future. Whatever your meanings are now, they have results that cascade forward into your future as a result of those meanings, and you will experience those cascading results. That is your fate. Whatever your meanings are, they're going to dictate a certain fate. It's like people who believe that they're going to die young. Guess what? They're going to die young. It's going to happen. That's going to be their fate. They have the meaning, and they're going to have the fate. You know, people that have death in their possibility, like the people that die in accidents and tragedies and whatnot, hey, they had death in their possibility, and they created that as their fate. It's just the way it is. People who feel like nothing's ever going to happen to them, that they're doing great and all that, and they have a really great outlook on life and they don't worry about anything, guess what? They've created fate where nothing's going to happen to them. Okay, question number 2. Faith is so vitally important to reality creation because A, it allows a new experience to elicit proof of itself. B, it is religious. C, it makes decisions. D, it offers proof before belief. Well, faith is vitally important to reality creation because A is the answer. It allows a new experience to elicit proof of itself. When you have the faith to believe in something, when you give something your faith and you believe in something ahead of proof, like the placebo, then it elicits proof of itself. It elicits proof that it was a healing drug. It's like the guy on the floor mat. He had to first believe that he was immovable. He had to have faith that he was going to be immovable. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been immovable. And he couldn't have had the proof of being immovable unless he first believed or had faith that he could be immovable. So, faith is vitally important to reality creation. It's going to be very important for you in all your reality work. Faith is vitally important to reality creation because we already said the answer is A. It allows a new experience to elicit proof of itself. It's not B. It's not because it's religious. Being religious has got nothing to do with nothing. You know, it just so happens that religions are based on faith, so the people that are religious have faith in their makeup. They got faith as part of their natural state of being, as their natural way of approaching things and approaching life. So they already have faith, and it makes it easier for them to believe in things. It makes it easier for them to have miracles. It makes it easier for them to have things happen in their reality because they already have faith in things that they can't see. C, it makes decisions. Faith has got nothing to do with making decisions. Nothing. It's got nothing to do with decisions. And D, offers proof before belief. No, that's completely opposite. Faith is belief first. Then proof comes from that. Okay.
To continue, go to How to Use Your God Power. Chapter number 9, segment number 7. Let your quest for knowing continue.